Nice solid defensive shot. That's two. Oh dear, 4 block shots in a row. This is making for a very uneventful over. On that nicely, good defence. England finish off the over without troubling the scorers and losing a vital wicket. Can it get any worse?
Someone needs to grab some wickets and fast. Not enough productivity so far, despite some great bowling.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent win. Power.
Onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. How will he reply?
No. Terrible shot. Dug that out well. Doesn't beat the infield. Yadav has had a pretty good over, just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Edge, but it drops safely. Everyone's gone up. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match. Nicked it. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Drilled that one away. That's a confident appeal. They've gone up here. Ashwin from the pavilion end. Oh my, that's racing away. The end of another tidy over. Good to see the pressure starting to build on the batters.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Big edge. Where's that going? Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Wow, that's a huge appeal for the catch. If there's something on it, it was the faintest of edges. Gone. Fine catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. On that nicely, good defence. Dug that out well. Was quick onto that in the infield. Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Over the infield with a cracking shot. India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the high court end. Yet another defensive stroke. These batters are playing it far too safe at the moment. They really need to start swinging soon. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Couldn't get it through the field. Everyone's gone up. Ashwin from the pavilion end. going with spin now. Straight to the fielder.
Some adjustments to the field.
Good shot, a beauty. Beats the cover fielder, nice shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. How will the bowler respond?
Beats the outside edge, good bowling there. Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Cuts that off well in the infield. Eight runs added there. England 33 for 4. Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Misses everything. India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Edge, but it drops safely. India almost pleading with the umpire, but I think I heard 2 noises though. That's the end of the over. Brilliant bowling ensures no runs added and 1 wicket goes on the wicket column.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. They've gone up here. Jadeja from the pavilion end. Nice solid defensive shot. On that nicely, good defence. Swept away but finds the fielder. Can't get that outside the ring field. Too straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was put away with interest.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. Jadeja has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Yadav, the left-arm unorthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the high court end. Finds the edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Doesn't beat the infield. Good shot, a beauty. Everyone's gone up. Edged, unplayable. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for six.
Didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Goes over the top with that shot.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Brilliant diving stop. Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Edge, but it drops safely. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Jadeja from the pavilion area. That's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
Great shot. It's a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum result. 6 more.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift. The captain trying to stop the rotation of strike with these field changes.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Rohit, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Boundaries are flowing. You need to find a dot ball or two just to slow things down again.
The fielders come up to stop the quick singles.
Ali has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Field moving around a bit here, trying to stop the batters getting singles.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Was quick onto that in the infield. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
The captain bringing the field in here, trying to prevent the strike rotating.
A big one, 12 runs out of there. England are 67 for 5.
A few moves made in the field.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Got that away nicely.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Great shot through the gap.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed and 4 runs.
Now then, what's this? They've gone up. Didn't hear or see anything. Couldn't get it through the field. Good shot, a beauty. After a bit of a slow start, these two have really started looking good out there. Yada from the high court end. Oh boy, that is so close to leg. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Straight to the fielder. Everyone's gone up. Swept away but finds the fielder. Front foot punch down the ground and mid-on in pursuit. Lovely footwork there. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Ashwin coming back into the attack has done well so far. Great commitment. On that nicely, good defence. Finds the fielder with that shot. Amazing delivery. End of the over, and it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum. Bumrah has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Cuts that off well in the infield. Too good. That is huge.
You give that much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and flew over the boundary.
Edge, but it drops safely. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Caught the outside edge, but it flies through the vacant area and there'll be some runs had here. Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on. Ashwin from the pavilion end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Can't get that outside the ring field. Good shot, a beauty. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. They well before.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
End of the over. 4 runs coming off it. England are 100 for 5. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Doesn't beat the infield. There's gone all the way and over for 6. Ali, classy square drive.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Oh, my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6. Might look to go big again here.
Bumrah will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well. Oh, great shot.
It was full, and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
The captain trying to stop the rotation of strike with these field changes.
Edge, but it drops safely. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. After a bit of a slow start, these two have really started looking good out there. Bumrah from the high court end. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. This should be close. And that's out. Fielder at deep extra cover takes a regulation catch. In the air and cover takes an easy catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow. Wokes watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. 2 runs coming from that over. England are 125 for 6. Goes over the top with that shot. No, terrible shot. Edged, what a ball. Ashwin with a huge appeal. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. He was quick onto that in the infield. The bowler looks really confident. Everyone's gone up. India having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review though.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat though. Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
Ali looking quite surprised. Didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over. 2 runs added to the total. England are 127 for 6. Ashwin from the pavilion end. Couldn't get it through the field. India with a massive shout. Ashwin, straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Swept away but finds the fielder. Straight to the fielder. Misses everything. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. End of the over. One from it. England are 129 for 7. Jadeja has been going really well here. Comes back on from the pavilion end. Finds the fielder with that shot. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Beats the field with a great shot. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Jadeja ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Got that away nicely.
can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Can he come back with a dot ball?
That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here. Jadeja from the pavilion end. Wow, that's missed a lot. Edge, but it drops safely. They've gone up here. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Cuts that off well in the infield.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Gone! Oh, that's a bit unlucky.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Brilliant diving stop.
Field moving around a bit here, trying to stop the batters getting singles.
Digs out the Yorker. Doesn't beat the infield. India managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. Good shot, a beauty. Bowler and fielders look really confident. That's another defensive stroke. With every block shot, the fielding side must be feeling more and more relaxed. On that nicely, good defence. Can't get that outside the ring field. Jadeja has had a pretty good over, just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. So there's going to be some opportunities for the batsman with the changes in the field here. Beats the field with a great shot. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, I thought that was past him, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide, square leg. Could be four.
What a lovely shot. Flown to the boundary. That's not the type of ball to be bowling.
Shot, textbook pull shot, and that's racing away to the boundary. Brilliant.
Beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot and stabs the ball away. Fielders had no chance.
India needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over. Great commitment. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. End of the over. Beautiful bowling that just starts to build pressure on the batters.
So, no change to the run rate. The batters need to think about taking some risks soon if they want the best results from the power play.
Rohit coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Nice glance off. There's no stopping that one.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Might look to go big again here.
chance if it hits. No, terrible shot.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. Lovely bit of batting, the century comes up, and really that has been a well-controlled innings. Hasn't given the bowlers much of a chance, that's for sure.
Over 13 coming from it. England 164 for 8. Shreyas, the spinner, coming into the attack. Couldn't get it through the field. Good shot, a beauty. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. They've gone up here. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Nearly gets the edge. Shreyas with a great delivery there. Great shot. Just stepped inside the line and flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
End of the over. England 168 for 8. Was quick onto that in the infield. Nicely taken catch in the slips. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Smacks that away through the gap. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. 3 added in that over. England 171 for 9. Shreyas from the high court end. Going with pace now. Finds the fielder with that shot. Misses everything. Strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Look to have pitch in line and hitting live. We'll see what Big Eye shows in the review.
Was there a bat on it? The fielders think there was. This could be trouble. Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though.
Yeah, not the best of reviews there. Great call by the umpire, though. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone's going to need to step up with a big score. This total is well below par, and the openers are going to be looking to close this out quickly. The bowlers are going to have to find something to make up for the rest of the batting team's failures. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
That's the start you want. Awesome shot, and it's flown over the boundary. How will he reply?
Too good. That is huge.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Tell you what, that's even bigger than the other two. 3 maximums in a row.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Roddy goes bang. It's big. It's a maximum. And that's 4 and 4 balls. Spectacular stuff.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant stuff. Opened the shoulder and lofted that over cover. That'll be 6 more.
All the way. Got it right out of the middle.
That is quite extraordinary. Roddy, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
How about half a dozen? They've hammered them to all parts of the ground. A perfect over for the batting side.
Atkinson, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Middle, what a start.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Just opened the face of the bat really well through the infield. There'll be 4 more.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Great shot. Just stepped inside the line, flick of the wrist, another run out to the boundary.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Smacks that away through the gap. That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Rohit advances and throws the bat at him with absolute disdain. Cut away for 4.
It was full and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
Oh, that's got to hurt. Misjudged that one. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
This innings rollicking towards 50 now. Huge hit for 6.
Ouch. That look nasty. Gigantic. Take the hit.
Very professional innings this. Passes 50. Will certainly be looking to push on.
That sounded good. That sounded really good. That's the maximum. He's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Barely seemed to hit it.
From the moment the openers walked onto the ground, you felt they knew it was their day. A huge win and fully deserved.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.
Hello everyone, this morning we're at Eden Garden.
Right call here, I'd say. Got to be a great chance for some cheap early wickets.
We're nicely settled in the commentary box and looking forward to That total just means the bowlers really have got to be on their game. Feels a really below par score. Teams are coming out now. There's a modest lead on the scoreboard. With the amount of time left in the batting available, they can make this into something really substantial. Dug that out well. Nicely played, perfect timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front foot shot. No point in chasing that one. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
4 runs added in the over. England are 4 for none. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that though. Can't get that outside the ring field. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover.
A few moves made in the field.
Quick onto that in the infield. Ah, that's nice. Good defence. That's the over. England are 4 for none. The left-arm unorthodox bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
Going with a more defensive choice in the field.
No, terrible shot. Outside edge, doesn't carry. Massive appeal from the bowler and fielders. Didn't see or hear anything live. Perhaps the faintest of nicks. Super catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail.
Edged, but it falls safe. Ball last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Couldn't get it through the field. Yadav didn't give away much and bagged a wicket with that great delivery. Edged, what a delivery. Got to follow up that last delivery, found the edge, but no reward, putting the pressure on the batter. Bowler and slip cordon, very confident. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. Fine edge, beautiful ball. Big appeal, what's the umpire going to say? Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock, not what you expect from someone of this quality.
For England, please give them a round of applause.
Nice, solid defensive shot. India managed to keep the batters quiet. Yadav ready to start from the pavilion end. Big shout from the bowler. Bowl him, played the wrong line and off they go.
That's the third wicket down, not happy walking off the field, and there's a real feeling of disappointment.
India might look to push up a bit in the field and keep the pressure on the new batter. Dug that out well. End of another quiet over. Great bowling from both ends at the moment. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of a quiet over.
And now 7 for 3.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Misses everything. Well, if they keep appealing like this, the umpire might have to sanction a warning. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. End of the over, not many coming from it.
7 for 3.
They've gone up, but I'm not sure what they're appealing for. Edged it, peach of a ball. Pope doesn't seem concerned, but the bowler and slip cordon really went up for that one. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
It's just another wicket, the 4th now. Sometimes you just have to accept you couldn't do anything about it.
It's a new batter for England. Please make him welcome.
Straight to the fielder. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Nicely played, perfect timing.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now, would have been very happy with that last shot. Doesn't beat the infield. Another quiet over completed. The batters are staying the course though. Yadav ready to start from the pavilion end. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Fine edge, beautiful ball. Everyone's gone up, really confident appeal. India having a good chat with his captain. Not sure this one is worth a review. May as well try your luck.
Well, no need to look any further on that one. It's taken the bat before pad.
Good decision by the umpire. The challenge wasn't successful.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though.
Yadav bowled well that over.
15 for 4.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Dug that out well. Over completed, and it's a maiden. That's the end of the first day's. And join me again tomorrow. Outside edge, doesn't carry. Everyone's gone up for that. They're confident about this one. Edged, what a delivery. Let's see if they can get the ball up into that slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Edged, but it falls safe. It's a very strong appeal here. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And again, 2 on the trot.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Batter just needs to play the ball on its merits. No big shots. Huge appeal from in front and behind. Great over, 2 wickets off it. Yadav found a great rhythm. Jadeja, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the high court end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Fine edge, beautiful ball. Jadeja kept it tight. Yadav having a fine day out. Brilliant bowling so far, and just needs the 1 for a 5-for. Bowl him, played the wrong line, and off they go.
Well, a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Really good over. Takes a wicket and keeping it tight still. Jadeja ready to start from the high court end. Nice, solid defensive shot. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Edged it. Peach of a ball. Too straight and punch through the leg side.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early. Well timed. 4 runs.
England absorbing the pressure well from the bowlers. Quick onto that in the infield. Oh, that's great commitment by the fielder. Dug that out well. End of the over and none off it. Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. End of the over. England are 21 for 7. Fine edge, beautiful ball. A good contest here at the moment, 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
The captain going with an aggressive field.
Edged, but it falls safe. Everyone's gone up for that. They're confident about this one. Yadav bowled a tidy line that over. This is a big appeal. Ashwin into the attack now from the high court end. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Stokes watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Over completed, and it's a maiden. Yadav ready to start from the pavilion end. Bowler and Slick Corden very confident. Not really sure it's worth a review by the batter. I can't really see this being overturned.
Oh, this could spell trouble. I'm not hearing anything on this. This could be trouble.
Wood was confident with the challenge. You could tell with their body language from the get-go, and they now have a second chance. Finds the fielder with that shot. Dug that out well. End of the over. The batter's pinned down at the moment. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Now then, massive shout. End of the over. Batting seems to be quite tough at present. I can feel the screws slowly turning in.
Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
Edged, but it falls safe. Everyone's gone up for that. They're confident about this one. Edged it. Peach of a ball. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward. Putting the pressure on the batter. Doesn't beat the infield. End of a quiet over. The right armer is coming on to bowl from the high court end. Straight to the fielder. Good shot, a beauty. End of another tidy over. Yadav ready to start from the pavilion end. Gone! Great catch! Wow! Brilliant reactions and what a catch!
Another one. 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
For England.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Dug that out well. Really good over. Takes a wicket and keeping it tight still. Thought it had got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Another quiet over completed. The batters are staying the course, though. Oh, now that's a brilliant diving stop. Awkward, but well played. Bowles played all round that one.
Another one goes off to the pavilion. That's 9 down now. Some good bowling, finding this tail out, and it certainly feels like this is close to the end.
For England.
End of the over and another tight over by the bowlers. Tough work out there for the two batters. They've gone up here. Not sure this one is worth a review. May as well try your luck.
Hitting outside the line, not out this time.
Wasn't the best of reviews. Great call by the umpire, though. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. This is a big appeal. Bowling, played the wrong line, and off they go. That really doesn't feel like enough runs on this pitch. There's real pressure on the bowlers now to get some early wickets. As the openers get ready, they're only slightly behind. The bowlers will hope for an early breakthrough or two to make their modest lead seem even more daunting. Dug that out well. Nice, solid defensive shot. Quick onto that in the infield. End of the over and none off it. Going with spin now.
A few gaps opening up here with the more aggressive field choice. Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive. Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Now then, there's an appeal, but nothing of note really happened. End of the over. England are none for none. Yadav ready to start from the high court end. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Oh my word, that's huge. Absolutely out the middle of the bat. A monster of a shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Nice sweep shot. He finds the fielder at square leg. Too full and gets punished for it. Fine shot. 4 more.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
Edged, but it falls safe. Everyone's gone up. Really confident appeal. Let's see if they can get the ball up into that slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Good bowling that over. Precise bowling. No real opportunities for the batter. Couldn't get it through the field. Big shout from the bowler. Can't get that outside the ring field. Digs out the Yorker. Maiden over, well bowled. My word, they've gotten all of that. It'll sail way back into the stands.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be really happy with that.
Brilliant. That will take some catching.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it flies over the boundary. What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Race to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been very happy with that last shot.
Bit of a change up in the field now.
That's out. Caught. Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and took a good catch.
The first wicket down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment etched on their face. Cannot believe they got out like that. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yadav finishes an excellent over and walks away with a well-earned wicket. Finds the fielder with that shot. Nice, solid defensive shot. Good shot, a beauty. Outside edge, doesn't carry. Everyone's gone up for that. They're confident about this one. End of the over, a maiden. Yadav ready to start from the high court end. Dug that out well. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. England absorbing the pressure well from the bowlers. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Lovely shot off the front foot. Deep extra cover has work to do.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Edged, but it falls safe. Bowler and slip Gordon very confident. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
That's a big wicket. You want to send the key people back to the pavilion quickly. Excellent work.
As they take guard, they'll want to feel bat on ball early and get off the mark and settle the nerves a bit. Doesn't beat the infield. End of a fine over, some very accurate bowling. Big appeal. What's the umpire going to say? Yadav bowled well that over. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Cuts that off well in the infield. End of a quiet over.
30 for 2.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Misses everything. Well, if they keep repeating like this, the umpire might have to sanction a warning. Fine edge, beautiful ball. Time to get the pressure on now. Great ball, last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Outside edge, doesn't carry. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward. Putting the pressure on the batter. End of another quiet over. Great bowling from both ends at the moment.
Lines, the batter happy to let it go through.
Dug that out well. Oh, that's nice. Good defence.
Root watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Caught the inside edge off a good length. End of the over, not many coming from it. Yadav ready to start from the high court end. And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one.
Well, that is a disappointing end. No score, threw the bat at it and ended up with a nice take. A batter of such quality shouldn't be doing that. didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
The batters have worked themselves back into the innings with some positive running. Fielding captain may need to mix it up a bit now with who bowls. Thought it had got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Good shot, a beauty. Gone. Oh, that's a bit unlucky. After subpar first knock, they want to try and push on a bit this second innings.
Ben Stokes is the new batsman at number 6.
End of the over. Batting seems to be quite tough at present. You can feel the screws slowly turning in. So that's the last ball of the session, and that'll be lunch. The session ends with 4 wickets taken and some very economical bowling. I know which captain is going to be happiest as they take a short break. Edged, what a delivery. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edged it, peach of a ball. Batter seems almost offended the fielding team went up for that. Will they refer it? Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket and a very frustrated batter heading back to the pavilion.
Quick onto that in the infield. Batters need to start working the singles, rotate the strike, and take a bit of a chance. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Nice, solid defensive shot. No, terrible shot. Some really tight bowling over the last few overs is building up some nice pressure on the batters. Edged, but it falls safe. Let's see if they can get the ball up into that slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Yadav bowled a tidy line that over. Dug that out well.
That was one of the easiest wins at this level of cricket you're likely to witness. A class above.
Well, that was a very one-sided contest. The result never looking in doubt whatsoever. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. We'll see you again soon.